All right. Five o'clock on the dot. We do need to make sure we get done here about an hour, so we're gonna get everything set up. Let's see what we got for this week. That came out of nowhere. uh, so looks like last time we hit 270. No, that I take that back. That's the first warm up or the first ascending set. So we have that first ascending set. And then, oh shoot, the top set. 292? Oh boy. Last time though, I do think that we ended up having to scratch a rep, so we only pulled out 4 reps at 292. And then, ish. I really don't think that we'll have more than 292. So it would definitely have to be me actually getting all 5 reps versus me only being able to squeeze out 4. Make sure everything is set up correctly. Yo, what's up guys? Hey Clovis, hey Armada. Good to have you in. As per our Thursday workouts, we just got done warming up for bench with a nice leg day workout. So we were just at the gym, and now we're here to do the bench stream portion. We got about like an hour worth of time, really, that we should spend. Probably got some hat hair going on too. See how this goes. Might be a challenging session. I was kind of hoping that I'd like have enough time to come home and shower real quick before I did the bench stream, just because, man, I don't really sweat that much. Literally just coming down here to the bench, freshen up for the stream, but yeah, it's not that bad. So yeah, we have about an hour. I need to, we got some more progressing on the hard mode raid. We need to actually get the clear. So that's about the our usual raid time. But I got a lot done yesterday on Lost Ark, so we're gonna have some free time. I think as soon as I got home, I popped up that Star Ocean remastered game that just launched today, and where the Steam said 98% positive, and I was checking out some of the reviews, and it looks like it ended up being pretty good. So we might snag that, stream some of that. Yeah, Star Ocean, it is kind of like I would say it's a bigger franchise, right? It started with the OG PlayStation. The last couple, like, newest ones haven't been the greatest, I don't think. But, like, the one that they remastered is an OG one, like a very good game. But like, it's gonna be, you know, an old school RPG type style, right? They didn't like completely overhaul the game. So some people might like it, the style of game. Some people might not. I would say if you played the series or like old PlayStation games, it's gonna be pretty nostalgic and maybe a fun watch. Finally gonna man up and hit a PR today. Well, we did on Tuesday. You know, we chipped the previous by 5 pounds. Rep PRs, not, you know, 1 rep. So you do got me there. But I think this one's gonna be tough to beat. I'm kind of surprised we took this weight the last time we ran the block. But like I said, I'm pretty sure that we actually only hit it for 4 and not 5. So the goal would then be to get that additional rep this time around. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Star Ocean, like, what would I compare it to? I mean, if you played any of the Tales of series games, like the older ones, not the newer ones, because those ones are like 3D and everything, but Maybe similar to the old Tales of series and like the combat. How long did it take to get to this weight? I mean, I've been weight training for, right around 10 years. I would say like very consistently, not just here and there. So, but I've had a lot of hiccups along the way. I wouldn't say that's like a good pace by any means. A lot of things I learned along the way, and I think if I would have gotten a coach sooner, that would have been better for sure. So yeah, I think people can do it much sooner than that. Given the right resources. We also got the some of the news on Throne and Liberty as well last night, kind of late, but it was because it was like Korean time. It's actually looking not too bad. I think they fixed the game. They made some good changes. I think like the launch will at least be better received now, and it should give them like a good player base once the initial hype kind of dies down, and then they can build on it from there. I think faith has been restored for me personally. But that's a little down the line, of course, They said that the release date for the Korean version, which is not at the same time as global any longer, is on December 7th, right? So I think we're still slated for a Q1 release. So we'll see. It's only going to release better for our region. City Skylines 2 was a total letdown with horrible performance. Interesting. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Is that just like a city building type game? Alright, so that was 240. 240? 240 or 245? I'm having a brain fart today. That's 245, because when I put the whites on, then it's 265. So, our first ascending set is at 270. We'll probably just jump straight up to that. Usually my warm-up sets would be to take 265, but I might as well just take the 270. And what is up? Today's been pretty good. Didn't have anything going on today. I had some things that canceled on me, so kind of relaxing. We just got done with our usual pre-bench with a nice leg day that felt pretty heavy, so we're hoping that doesn't carry over for our bench session. In the week 4 leg sessions feeling heavy, then it's like I got to get all the way through that and then also have heavy bench too. Speaking of that, I need to get my own music going here. Looks like the 270 for 5 coming up. Feet up, close grip. Forgot to put that on the thing, but that is what we are doing. We are working our way up pretty quickly, so should have set up real good here. Make it amped up. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. I think the hat fixed the bed head that I had. Somehow, I don't know how that worked out. Come on. Man. We got, what? 22 more pounds? We're going to be going in at some max effort territory, I think. We'll take it 1 rep at a time. We'll see what happens. I could pull it off. Alright, I'm going to plug this again too. The only thing is I think I need to refresh the link real quick. If anybody wants to join the Discord, trying to get people in, you know, to give you guys updates on things, as well as like maybe some polls on what everybody would like to see outside of like the workout streams. So let's see. Copy link. And then I'm gonna send it. Alright, so we got one more set. This is the 292. We're gonna try to hit it for 5. It's probably gonna be a grind. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it, the Discord needs a lot of work for sure, but like I guess in terms of like my expectations and what I've seen people do and how I know how much stuff you can do. Uh, I just need to sit down and take the time to do it. Yeah, it's a learning process for me. So ideally, I want people to join the Discord and then have to react to like rules in order to get another role that kind of like approves you, and then that you understand all the rules. And so like try to avoid any trolls. But yeah, I am gonna just probably change the roles until I get all of that squared away. So definitely some more learning I need to do for that. But yeah, I'll definitely change that in specific, the React. All right, so big set here. Right. I might chalk up a little bit for this. Come on. Let's go. I definitely don't think that I had any additional reps there. Well, I felt pretty confident taking the last rep, though. Very nice. We got it. So 292 for 5, feet up, close grip. And I think the rest is close grip too. So I'm just going to put that for people that are popping in so they know. Close grip, feet up. Perfect. Yeah, I'm trying over here. Like I said, Thursdays are kind of tough, but I like grouping it up and just getting it all over with like that leg session. You know, I just got done squatting pretty heavy, doing deadlifts, trying to speed through it so I could get back, you know, with enough time to do the bench workout stream. The caffeine is helping out. I went with like a slightly lower like caffeinated pre-workout this time. Uh, so like now I've just been drinking a cup of coffee when I get home too, and it about evens out to the amount of caffeine I was getting before. Because I think like week 1 and 2, I was crashing so hard by the time I got home, it would start benching. So I just needed that little bit more. All right. So 240. Which really sucks. That means I have to strip down the blue because it's just 5 pounds. I will need this though. But make sure that I'm staying my program. The top set was pretty tough, so I wouldn't want to take anything heavier. Back off, sorry. So we need, I think, all of this. Yeah, I don't think I could have handled doing any heavier than that set I just got done with. I mean, that's pretty dang good though. 292 for 5 close grip feet up. I know I said that like maybe after my 365 I would mess around and like set just a goal with like variation press and do like a 315 feet up. But to be honest, I think we could probably hit it now. We're pretty close. For one, that is, I'm not talking about repping it out or anything. But that's for a different day. Because, that last set took it out of me. I'm just drinking coffee. So a little bit of coffee to get me through. Arcane, I saw the Final Fantasy 14 like Fall Guys collab. Kind of thought about resubbing. Coffee is magical. So these are sets of 7. Wow. Okay. Fortnite? Yeah. Yeah, the Fall Guys. Yeah, I hear that it's like kind of net coded, kind of bad though. Like it's probably not going to be super accurate, or it might get a little frustrating, but still cool nonetheless. Nick, what's up? Good to see you. Disney and Final Fantasy, yeah. Yeah, still nothing like super duper in terms of like in the near horizon of anything like to play. I think we're gonna be waiting until next year for any sort of MMOs. It is really warm, especially after I just got done working out. I have shorts underneath, I swear. I might have to try and shower before raid. Yeah, Arcan, we've been trying to find something to play stream-wise, so go ahead to pop in the Discord and definitely give your feedback. I, of course, have some things I could play, though. Yeah, in terms of, like, single player, there have been, like, this year has been carried by single player games, but in terms of, like, MMOs or, you know, online, like, co-op type games, it has not been the year for that. At least in my opinion. But, I mean, there really hasn't even been any MMO releases. Everything's gotten, like, delayed. Yeah, definitely a shame. Alright, we'll do set number 2 here. Come on. One more. Bowser Big Bean Burrito. I think that you win an award for having the most unique name I've seen so far. In my chat, that is. Wow, Destiny. That's crazy. Well, I think the the reception from their latest expansion was like kind of mixed. Mass Effect games and Tales of Arise. Yeah, I saw that Tales of Arise was getting that like DLC, and it looks really good. I always feel like so weird, like streaming games that are heavily story driven, because then it's like you're spoiling it for other people that could potentially like play the game or want to play the game. I don't know. I mean, of course, I guess you could put like a warning ahead of time, but like in your title. Like to me, I could never stream like me going through like the Final Fantasy 14 story quest because uh, it's just so story driven, and it's like I feel like you'd want to experience that for yourself. Yeah, that's true too. So they don't have to play. Playing games is a chore now. The ones that always get me are like the Final Fantasy X reacts to the very end. Whew. Final Fantasy X hit hard. The ending. I always see those like pop up on my YouTube. I don't think we're going for that 7th on the last set. Play is work. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably one that wasn't like super well received. I'm assuming you're meaning that it's just like bad. All right. So we're stripping some weights off since we're done benching now. They also have a mouse and can just leave the stream. Yeah, yeah. Don't recommend viewing it. It ruins everything. Interesting. Yeah, I just think like, man, people that haven't played Final Fantasy 14 for the story, like such a disappointment. Like some people in here, like Arcan, he's played Final Fantasy 14. Like if I was spoiled some of the things that happened along the Final Fantasy 14 story, I'd be so disappointed because it's just so good. But yeah, there are probably some people that even like played Final Fantasy 14 in the past that don't want to resub and they just watch other people, play it. I can see it, both ways. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing too. It's like even if you stream like the raids or like the trials, you might actually just get spoiled too. All right, so all done with bench. Um, let's see, what do we want to do? We did some heavier bicep sets on Tuesday, so I think we'll go lighter. And then also like some lateral raises. So what you listen to when working out? Honestly, it's usually like hard rock, metal. It's just what gets me amped up to, lift heavy weights that I may not always feel like at the time to lift. Sometimes I'll get in like these moods for like working out to rap, but most of the time, heavy rock, metal. There have been like some anime hard styles that I've picked up on too that are that just hit kind of different. Avoiding Twitch next expansion. Yeah, next expansion looks crazy. The new class looks awesome too. Viper. I think I'll definitely be swapping to Viper for the expansion. It's been, I mean, I've played Red Mage for many expansions now, and I didn't play quite enough to actually play Reaper, but that one looked pretty sweet too. I don't think they've dropped anything on the caster yet. I'm curious what that's going to be. But yeah, next expansion I feel like is going to be pretty pivotal, right? Because I guess I don't want to say too much because I don't know how far you are, but it almost feels like it's just sort of like a completely different arc, right? Like they're exploring a brand new area, and you may not know like what sort of trials or who the bad guys are gonna be for that new part of the story. Favorite bands or artists? Right now, Nevertell has been pretty good. That I kind of found pretty recently. I like a lot of their stuff. I'll have to go through my Spotify to give some more recommendations. Too hard learning new mechanics as a black mage. Yeah, I never played black mage. I don't think so. What else do we like listening to that maybe people haven't heard of? Um, Bad Omens has some good things. Um, is it Point North has a couple good ones too. type these out. So what did I say? Never tell. Bad Omens, which Bad Omens I would say is not necessarily like underground, right? I think they're pretty well known. Point North. What else? That's a pretty good one. Catch Your Breath. I'm just gonna give a ton of recommendations. Uh, what else do we have here? Scroll to the bottom. Oh, what's that one? Well, Dayseeker's pretty good too. Here's some of them. This is a pretty short, compiled recommendations, but those are all like heavy rock, maybe some metal. More and more chill. Yeah, I kind of feel that. And it's funny because people probably expect me to, as I'm like lifting 600 pounds off the ground, that I'm listening to like somebody screaming in my ear. But sometimes I like listen to the most chillest music when I'm working out too. For acoustic type stuff, like and like covers, Lunity has like the voice of a goddess as well. So that's gonna be more like a chill. And she has like Kingdom Hearts covers, like a bunch of different covers. Pretty good. But Never Tell has really just been hitting pretty good. There's not like any like newer released rap that I feel like is like either motivating me to work out or anything like that. So whenever I do listen to rap, it's usually older. Some Mario Kart music in there. Steven, they're remastering the Super Mario RPG. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if you ever played that, but I was an OG back in the day. Crystal Castles. Oh, what time are we at? I think I'll actually get that the Super Mario RPG. I think it's like the 17th or the 19th of this month. I for some reason I could be recalling wrong, but when I was younger, I got pneumonia and it was like it sucked pretty bad. I remember like trying I was like kneeling over one of our vents just to feel like I was getting air cuz I just like could not breathe. Uh and I remember for some reason I would like to say that I remember playing the Super Mario RPG during that time. I don't know if it was like at the hospital or like when I got home, but it's kind of crazy how you can recall like certain memories. like that. Same thing with music though too. I remember there was this one track that I loved listening to when I was like putting in some work on Monster Hunter World. Like I would jam out to that and just play Monster Hunter World. Far so good. Oh yeah, that was not fun. I mean, of course, everybody gets hit differently. It's the same thing with COVID, right? Some people you don't even have symptoms, and then others. Wow, and RuneScape grinding memories, yeah, yeah. It was. I remember it's "Take One Last Breath" by what's the artist's name? Oh yeah, "Abandon All Ships." I would listen to that when I was grinding out Monster Hunter World. Like I remember it was during the summer. That was great. That's why I liked Wild Heart so much, right? Because like I spent some good time in the Monster Hunter world, and like if you got past the connection issues of playing multiplayer, then like I feel like you just had a blast in Monster Hunter World. I thought about going back to it and playing some, just because it was definitely very. It would be very nostalgic. I feel like. I really should get into Monster Hunter Rise, but for some reason I can't remember if when I started it. Mind you, I was supposed to play this with your brother, Steven, but you know how he is. I can't remember if I started off with like mouse and keyboard or if I tried it with controller, but like I wasn't vibing with the controls very much. So I need to just do the opposite and try to play on whatever I didn't play on. Yeah, I don't know. Do we all have that one friend that like they say they'll play a game with us and they play it like 2 hours tops and then never touch it again? All right. It's all good though. All right. Well, I think we're gonna be wrapping it up pretty shortly here. Yeah, minus $60. No kidding. Yeah, we're wrapping up pretty shortly because I gotta get ready to progress some more of the raid. Hopefully, we can finish it out today. Um, we pretty much got everything done that we needed to. So I'll give it a couple minutes, see if anybody has anything else to add, and then wrap things up. And if you're a new viewer, don't forget to follow just to get notified when I go live on pretty much everything, all things like fitness, rehab, pain, injury related, the combination of all those. How can we like manage pain while we're still trying to stay active? And I try to highlight those things, especially when I'm dealing with them, as good examples. And then a little bit of gaming on the side. What raid? Well, we've been doing the normal mode, Akan, and we swapped over to hard mode last week. We had very little time that we could actually take the time to prog it, but we did gate 1 and 2 yesterday, and now we just have to do that last gate. Hopefully we can get it done today. Yeah, of course, follow and then follow the Twitch, but the best, notifications in terms of knowing ahead of time is going to be Discord. For sure. Thank you, Armada. All right. Get everything nice and ready for probably Saturday. We'll see. All right. Yep. I think that about does it. Thanks everybody for the support. Thanks for popping in and chatting. It's always better whenever people are chatting. Gives me more things to talk about and not just work out here awkwardly. So I will catch you guys. Let's see. Like I said, there are a couple single player games that I've been eyeing down. So I'm gonna try to poll on Discord maybe what people would want to watch, but other than that, that might be tomorrow. Otherwise, next workout stream should be Saturday. We'll see. All right.